Border tonight, 24 hours until Title 42 expires. Of course, that's the pandemic-era rule that allowed the U.S. to turn migrants away, citing concerns over COVID. Crowds already at the border, officials bracing for a new surge of migrants, hundreds of National Guard members deployed, some in riot gear. Tonight here, the new warning from the Secretary of Homeland Security as federal authorities now warn migrants making the trip that they must have the proper paperwork filed before they come to the U.S., or they could have to wait 5 years before applying again. Tonight, we sent Maria Villarreal and Matt Rivers to the border to show the view on both sides at once. Here's Matt tonight.
Tonight, with just over 24 hours to go before Title 42 expires, migrants crowding at the southern border. From California to Arizona to Texas, where the National Guard is already in place, wearing riot gear in Brownsville. Federal agents sweeping through the streets of El Paso, waking migrants before dawn with flyers, warning those who had entered illegally and had not filed the proper paperwork to turn themselves in or risk being deported. Lines of migrants surrendering to Border Patrol in El Paso this week. Title 42, the pandemic-era policy that quickly expelled migrants based on COVID concerns, will end late Thursday night. And tonight, DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas with a direct message.
We are making it very clear that our border is not open, that crossing irregularly is against the law, and that those who are not eligible for relief will be quickly returned.
DHS saying 1.4 million people have already been sent back in the last year, but Mayorkas reiterating there is a path for migrants to come in legally.
Individuals who qualify for relief under our laws have a basis to remain in the United States. The contributions of immigrants to this country is quite clear.
Still, starting Friday, it will be harder to claim asylum, requiring migrants to have applied for and been denied asylum in another country before being allowed to apply here in the U.S. Anyone deported is subject to at least a 5-year ban from the U.S. Here at the border, migrants rushing to be processed by Border Patrol before that takes effect. We've been here for days now watching as hundreds, if not thousands of migrants have crossed from Mexico going under this concertina wire and are now trapped in the shadow of the U.S. border wall in the harsh desert conditions.
Here on the U.S. side near the wall, the problem has become transportation and processing. They can't get buses here fast enough to pick up all of these migrants that are coming through the wall, so groups are being metered by Border Patrol.
Migrants searched as they make it through that fence and onto buses to be processed. Tonight, across the country, leaders stressing they're already overwhelmed. From Chicago
simply does not have the infrastructure or resources to continue humanely providing for migrants.
To New York State, where Rockland County is now seeking a temporary restraining order against the city of New York after the mayor there announced he would send migrants to that county.
They just say, basically, Rockland, be damned, we're going to do what we want to do.
President Biden overnight warning this could take some time.
We're doing all we can. It's going to be chaotic for a while.
And David, tonight you can see hundreds of migrants remain across the border there on the U.S. side behind me. Border Patrol saying tonight that facilities in 5 of their 9 regions along the U.S. southwest border are over capacity. But it does appear that this current migrant surge might well be over. Tonight, the chief of the Border Patrol saying that he is now not expecting the spike, the massive spike in migrant crossings post-Title 42 that so many were predicting. David?
Well, that would be really interesting. We'll just have to wait and see. But our thanks to you, Matt Rivers, and to Maria Villarreal, who we know is just a short distance from you on the U.S. side of that border tonight. Thanks to you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.